Hello, it's Scott Picken here. I'm the CEO and founder of WealthE Migrate, and I'm bringing you this wealth insight from Minemba Island in Zanzibar, Africa. Now, it's an absolute paradise. I mean, you can see here we're staying in a beautiful little resort. It's on a private island. You can see the mainland there behind us. But I wanted to bring you this wealth insight, and it's about goals. Now, many of you would have heard this metaphor before. A Harvard study was done 30, 40, 50 years ago, where they went to the MBA class and they basically said, right, who has written down their goals versus who has goals versus who has no goals. And then 40 years later, they went back to the same class and they measured the results. Now, what was fascinating is that like 92% of people, and don't quote me exactly, didn't have any goals. And, you know, they measured it based on money and things that are measurable. The, what is it, about 7% that had goals but hadn't written them down basically made up like hardly any proportion of the wealth. And then the 3% that had written down their goals were the ones that had the majority of the wealth. So 3% had written down their goals and they had like 97, 98, 99% of the wealth. And so why this metaphor? Well, goals is like climbing a mountain. If you know where the top of the mountain is, then you know you're going to be able to get there much easier than if you don't have goals. And so, you know, I give you a couple of stories. One was when I was in London in my 20s, I used to run past an SLK, a Mercedes SLK convertible, and I thought it was many, many years until I could afford one. And then, you know, when I was 30 years old, I bought an SLK. It's an amazing story about my boat and how I literally found a picture on Google, and then it was the only boat available, and it was basically exactly the same. And I want to share with you a little secret. So 2018 was my worst business career year yet. And what was interesting is that last year we were right in the middle of the WealthE coin launch at this time, and although I was going to get around to doing my goals, I just didn't do them. Now, it's interesting, I do my goals every year. I've got lifetime goals, I've got annual goals, I've got quarterly goals, I've got weekly goals, I've even got a daily routine. But last year I didn't do it. And that's why I went left and right, I bobbed on the tide like a boy basically, without any significant direction. And so this year, it's my wife's 40th birthday. We're here at Minemba Island. We've come here and, you know, we basically are redoing all our goals, both individually and collectively, because when you have clear goals, it's only a matter of time until you achieve them. And so that's Scott Picken coming live from Minemba Island. You can see the wind is getting up behind me. If it's been a little bit noisy, I apologize. It's time to go for a kite surf. You can see I'm still very much in holiday mode, but I wanted the first wealth insight to be about goals, because you know it's not just a New Year's resolution thing. You have to set your targets for the year. And remember, most people overestimate what they can do in a year and they underestimate what they can do in 10 years. And if you want to come on the inner circle or even the global real estate mastermind, I'm going to be coaching people and taking them through the process of what I do and how I do it, holding them accountable, letting them hold me accountable, so that we can have 2019 can be a year of unprecedented results, fun, happiness, joy, peace, fulfillment. It's not only about money. That's Scott Picken signing out from Minemba Island. Hope you have a fantastic year. I look forward to seeing you online in the next couple of weeks. And if this is something of interest to you, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. We want to empower 1 billion people. We're only going to be able to do it if we all take collective responsibility, because it all starts with the mindset. And only once we've got the mindset do we get the results. Cheers.